There's an old saying, red sky in the morning, sailor take warning. Well, we had a red sky this morning after quite a few days of rain, and that means another storm is coming. Well, we've been having some pretty good storms around here in California, and I've been looking at a lot of trees that have tipped over. Got a pretty good sized stone pine here. Let's take a look at it a little closer. This is absolutely amazing to me. The size of this root ball that came up. I mean, we've had a lot of rain. The soil is thoroughly saturated. And the tree fell down over onto the neighbor's property. It's a good sized trunk. Stone pines are recognized for failures, but it's typically limb failures. I don't often see a whole tree go down like this. Just to give you an idea of how big this is, from here to here is about 16 feet across. It's a big tree. It's a big trunk too. But you know, this tree isn't really that old. I'd put this tree at about 45 or 50 years old, and they grow pretty fast and pretty big. It's a Mediterranean climate tree, and they seem to grow excessively large and excessively fast out here in California. I'm not sure it's a good species or not. They're beautiful trees, but if you have a tree that's growing too fast and too large in the wrong environment, sometimes you have things happen. So I don't see any evidence of any cut roots. I don't see any evidence of root decay. I don't see anything that tells me that this tree wasn't sound. Let's see, there's a little bit of white mycelium here, but that's not unusual. The wood looks pretty sound. That's snapped off solidly down there. I think the tree was just leaning too heavy on one side. And this, you can see how the trunk curved. So I think it was just out of balance, saturated soil, and down she goes. And as I'm walking over, I see another tree that's got a considerable lean to it, and all the weight is out over on this side. Let's just hope the soil over here isn't as saturated. If this goes down, it takes out the telephone pole. All right, we got another one. We've got a significant old valley oak, probably 75 to 85 feet tall. Trunk diameter is close to 5 feet in diameter here. Maybe 4, yeah, it's about 5 feet. And interestingly, the tree snapped off at the base. And the homeowner is concerned with why that happened and why there aren't more roots up in the ground. And to me, it's very clear that all of this up here is fill. And the homeowner told me that the property is about 27 years old. So all these years, I'm going to make an educated guess here and say a couple of things may have happened. The roots slowly decayed, but it seems like there's a pipe in the ground here and some other drainage pipes. So I'm guessing that there may have been some excavating of some sort over on this side that damaged roots. So interestingly, the tree is leafing out, and I'm sure it would have been a big, full, beautiful specimen, but all these unknowns here. And one of the reasons I'm clear about this being a grade change is, can you see the discoloration in the trunk right here? All of this was buried. So this tree, I'm guessing it had a lean to it already. Was that straight up and down, or did it list a little bit like that one?
No, it's not like this.
Okay. Took out that live oak. And it's only the beginning of this big storm. We've got more to come. And we've got storm cleanup here. This acacia went down in the last rainy windstorm. Ground is thoroughly saturated.